Secure transmission established. This is Keeper. We may speak freely, Agent. Prepare to receive your orders.
I take it you're my handler?
Correct. I'm speaking to you from Service Headquarters on Drummond Cast. I'll be directing you personally on this mission. You were chosen for this operation because of your exemplary performance during training. Imperial Intelligence needs agents capable of working independently in the field. Now you apply your training to the real world. Nemro the Hutt and his organization run Jaguna, and you're in town to convince Nemro to supply the Empire.
You realize I'm not exactly a diplomat.
If the situation requires a diplomat, you will become a diplomat. But for now, a lighter touch is required. We need to know what Nemro and his advisors are thinking before we can act. I want you to obtain access to the Nemro clan's inner circle. You require a cover identity. One of our contacts, an alien named Jig, has prepared a background for you and will provide the details.
Trust me, Keeper, I don't need any help to get close to a Hutt.
Don't underestimate the Nemro clan. The galaxy has seen more effective gangsters, but rarely more sadistic ones. Jig will be waiting for you at a safe house. Locate him, take what he offers, then report to me.
Consider it done.
Most of Jaguna is caught up in a turf war. Some of the gangs involved belong to the Hutts, others are independent. Your combat training should see you through, but expect brutality and expect to be targeted. Jaguna isn't friendly to strangers. Now, find Jig and report back to me. Keep her out.
Atrodo normales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai.
Talk fast. I don't want to be seen with you.
Vorso total man. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era. Graitai aptikte, iruprit virtini savasia savebe kaigis.
This sounds easy, Jig. What's the catch?
Fluxtajai pami rasticad. Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad atveredag. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
Carbejo pargi. Atrodo normales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai. Graitai aptikte, iruprit virtini savasia savebe kaigis.
In other words, you messed up and you want me to fix things.
Small sio popudus mana ira padare mana nan kali. Graitai aptikte, iruprit virtini savasia savebe kaigis. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era. Sio taisek la prasma era. Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad atveredag.
What exactly are these gifts?
Graitai aptikte, iruprit virtini savasia savebe kaigis. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era.
Jig, from this point forward, operational security will be at a premium. You will not contact us from this terminal again.
Small sio popudus mana ira padare mana nan kali.
I understand you corrected Jeek's mishandling of the situation, Agent. We'll now proceed.
Proceed to do what exactly?
Your next task is to access Nemro's inner circle. Present yourself to the Hutt as a fellow gangster, the Red Blade, and offer him Jeek's gifts. One of the gifts is implanted with a listening device, which we will use to monitor conversations within Nemro's palace.
Doesn't seem worth the bother.
Watch your tone and stay focused. At this juncture, our primary goal is to find weaknesses in Nemro's organization. Even if the Hutt won't join us, we might influence his lieutenants. Talk to Nemro and his men. Determine who we can turn and how we can sway them. We will be listening.
Whatever it takes to get me off this slime pit of a world.
There are far worse places, Blade. Enjoy this while it lasts. Be careful what you say. And lose the accent. When you're in the Hutt Palace, you're no longer an Imperial. Contact me from the cantina once Nemro has his presence. Keep her out.
Hello there, handsome. No, don't say anything yet. Play it casual. I'm an old girlfriend and we're getting reacquainted. A mutual friend thinks it's important that you acquire some new skills and weaponry. I've arranged a contact in Jaguna to get you started. Now pretend we're all caught up and leave, casually.
Oh, I get it. You work for Keeper too.
You're an idiot. Get out of here.
The pirate's on his way. Security droids say he's armed, but he won't be trouble.
Let's hope not. Here he is now.
I'll go tell the boss.
This is Carol's. Tell the throne room that the Blades arrived. When Nemro shows, stay at least 5 meters back and don't come up unless you're called. One wrong move, and you're a pile of ash.
Send in Nemro and let's do this.
Just going over the rules. You've got a reputation, and we don't want any problems. Allow me to present Nemro the Hutt, the illustrious crime king of Jaguna.
Kutsinanchie Jatongi Ma Kechu Chiliska Tananga Ime Chaicho Ronchika Doti Puna Puna Manchika Bog Nonis Nemo.
It's more than you're worth, you pile of slime.
Yeta Chobachawa Aita.
Not bad. Nemro, the idols here are real Orodium. The Gloff looks like...
Manama Asha Picho. Kipuna Malituta Odmishka Kabado Tasema. Ki Obakiri Wata Banki Danko Batoga Wata.
You couldn't pay me to touch your slaves.
Juba Nitori. Nanana Tota. Daita Wanawanga.
Of course, mighty Nemro.
Kubajiji, Gorting, Noli Makichisa.
Kikuna mo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
Conchuta, Kasuyali Koira, Tokanti Kong.
Looks like your audience with Nemro is over. You'll have to forgive the interruption. I've been working for that Hutt since he killed my gang when I was 13. Trust me, you can't talk to him when he's like this.
What's all this about Fathra?
We're having trouble with the Fathra clan, and it's getting to all of us. Fathra's out of line, but the Hutt cartel hasn't bothered to interfere.
I'm not sure I understand. Why would the Hutt cartel be involved?
According to cartel rules, Nemo and Fathra are supposed to stick to their territories. And Fathra's decided cartel rules don't apply. Now look, I need to work up new plans with security, and keep an eye on Tathlogian to keep him from suggesting anything stupid. In the meantime, you're a guest, and you've got our permission to do business here. You got the run of the palace, so I'll see you around.
Well done, Agent. The listening device is working perfectly, and Nemero can keep no more secrets from us. Imperial intelligence has determined that Nemero's human lieutenant, Carlos Jarvis, is the weak link in his operation. You're going to twist the man until he serves us.
I don't see it. He didn't seem particularly disloyal.
Carlos has advised the Hutt for many years, and he's sympathetic towards the Empire. He admires our efficiency, and he prefers humans in authority. He'll do for our purposes. Unfortunately, Carlos is on the verge of disfavor with Nemero, while the Twi'lek Lieutenant Taflagen, I believe, is Nemero's rising star. I want you to go to Carlos and offer your services as the Red Blade. Do whatever is required to bring Carol's glory in Nemero's eyes.
What does Nemero have against Carol's?
Carol's work has been suffering due to the interference of the Fathra clan. Nemero finds that an unacceptable excuse for failure. One other thing, Agent. This operation of ours has drawn the attention of a member of the Dark Council, Darth Jadus himself. The Council's authority is second only to that of the Emperor. It's a rare honor for an intelligence operation to be overseen in this way.
We don't need the oversight of Sith to do our job.
Watch what you say. We answer to the Sith whether you feel we need them or not. Report back once you've rendered whatever aid Carol's requires. Keep her out.
Don't be in such a hurry, Blade. Don't you remember me? Your old buddy, Dino Ray? Now, you haven't aged well since we met up on Hoth. Your nose and your skin. But you couldn't be an imposter. You know your friend Dino.
Get out of my way. I'm doing business with Nemero now.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about the Red Blade's visit to Hutta, which puts me in a bind. You see, you don't look like the Blade I know. The Blade who owes me credits. But you say you're the Blade, so I'll take you at your word and ask for my money. You understand?
Back off, Dino. Don't make me hurt you.
Right. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know where the real Blade is, and I don't care. But if you want me to keep your secret, I'll need enough credits to keep me comfortable.
You're bluffing. You wouldn't dare say anything.
You think? Well, you're right, talking does make things complicated. But if I kill you before you can run back to Nemero, I bet I can figure the scam you're pulling. And the Hutt'll pay me nicely.
Blade, come on over. Glad to see you're enjoying the palace. Look, I've only got 5 minutes before I have to go meet with some alien freaks, and I want to ask you something. You've been around the galaxy a few times. What's it like dealing with the Empire?
The Empire's a pain to deal with. I stay away from it these days.
You're lucky to have that luxury. Not many of us do. The Hutts have taken control of the gangs, and I think real soon the Republican Empire will want control of the Hutts, even if Nemero won't believe it. So, if we gotta pick a side, I want to pick a winner, and I don't see the Empire losing.
The Empire's got plenty of trouble. You think it's a guaranteed winner? You're fooling yourself.
Maybe I am. I have reasons. My sons are free traders. They're doing business in the Sullust system. It's their first time dealing with the Empire, so I worry. I probably shouldn't. But you came to me for a reason. What can I do for you, Blade?
Look, I need credits, fast, and I'm not picky about what it takes.
I'm not a charity. Still, I could use someone who can work alone and get results. Nemero's been stewing in his slime since we lost a shipment of rare ores in the Evokai lands. He blames me for some reason. Now the Evokai, they're Hutta natives from before the cartel came. They mostly want us dead. If you get that shipment back, I'll pay you good.
How much money are we talking about?
More than enough. I'm not negotiating. There's a work camp outside Jaguna. Nemero set it up for some Evokai who wanted peace. Bad deal. Poor rubes. The chief there, Odef, was supposed to talk to the other Evokai tribes about returning the ore, but he didn't come through. He knows something, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep. But I look forward to seeing if the Red Blade's as good as they say.
You said you were going to get the ore back.
I have done all I can. They, the other tribes, will not listen.
If you say so. You the Red Blade? Heard you were coming. Thought we'd soften up the chief for you.
Right. He looks pretty dangerous. Get out of here.
Yeah, fine. Call out if you need us.
I am Odef of the Evokai, leader of the Vome, sacred keeper of histories. I greet you in peace, and I am grateful.
I heard you're the one to talk to about Nemro's missing ore.
Yes, I will talk, but it will not please you. It was the other tribes who attacked your shipment, the Evokai, who refused peace. In gratitude to Nemro for all he has done, I spoke to my misguided brothers, but they will not return Nemro's medals.
They won't even negotiate?
The tribes, they stole the shipment to spite the Hutts, and to use for themselves. They will make weapons, machines. They took the metals to their great village in the swamps. Only a beast or a shadow can enter. Seek the shipment there if you wish.
Thank you, you've been a great help.
I only do my part. I only want peace.
Slow down, Blade. Stay with me a while. We haven't had the chance to talk. I'm Kaleo. Nemro puts me in charge of the good stuff. His guns, his troops, the safety of his little palace. You can spare some time for me, right?
Who am I to say no to a woman like you?
Good answer. People who say no are never very interesting. You've got a nasty reputation, you know. I hear you went and murdered poor Dino Ray right on this spot. What was that about, Blade?
Dino and I go way back. He had it coming.
It's too bad. He had a pretty face before you messed with it. Me, I'm betting you and Dino had something else going on. You had a reason for coming to Nemro's house. Maybe money, maybe power. I like to think you'll be trouble, Blade. You'll be bloodthirsty, treacherous. Because I could enjoy keeping an eye on a bloodthirsty, treacherous pirate.
Well, I could enjoy being watched.
Maybe we'll get along after all. If you are trouble, take your time. I'd hate to stick a blaster to your head, or a slave collar around your neck, before I've seen everything you can do. That's all I wanted to say. You can go now.
You think you can make a threat like that and then just dismiss me?
I just did, didn't I?
Fathra will not stop his mining operations. He's going to keep tapping our gas pocket and cut our supply in half.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Don't play dumb with me, Taflajan. Fathra doesn't need to steal our customers if he doesn't leave us any gas to sell, and we can't uproot him without help.
Punyu kichawa joto jamba.
Idiot. Sorry about Taflajan, Blade. Legitimate business brings out the worst in us. Makes me miss actual crime, you know? But it looks like you're about to brighten my day. You find the shipment?
If you have my money, I've got your shipment.
You sound like my kids. The fee's been transferred to your account. You'll have access by the time you're back at your apartments. You earned every credit. I'd buy you a drink in the cantina, but I need to have a chat with Nimro. We should talk more another time, though. You do good work.
Always looking for business. Just say the word, Carols.
And I'll see you when I see you.
The operation is proceeding well, Agent. Thanks to your intervention, Carol's Jarvis will once again have Nemro's ear. I took note of your meeting with Nemro's security chief, Kaleo. You handled yourself well. Still be on your guard. We've identified her as a freelance assassin, enforcer, and anarchist. She's been attached to a dozen employers in half as many years, using several different aliases.
What's she doing with Nemro?
Unknown. In all likelihood, she needed the credits. And if she truly has no loyalty to the Hutt, we may be able to use her in the future. On to more immediate concerns. Nemro operates a major Schwash gas mine on Hutta. The Empire wants access to Nemro's refined gas. Unfortunately, Farthra is tapping the same gas pocket as Nemro. We need to destroy Farthra's operations in the rust yards before Nemro's grinds to a halt.
So it's a sabotage mission?
That's correct. You will travel to Farthra's mining facility and place explosives in the drill shaft, destroying the equipment and collapsing part of the gas pocket. You'll need to strip a uniform and credentials off the facility guards to pass the final security checkpoint. A working disguise is imperative.
Who needs a disguise when I can shoot my way in?
Shoot your way through the rust yards if you like, but the automated security won't let anyone unauthorized into the drill chamber. Your disguise may not hold up under close inspection, so avoid conversation. The explosives have already been delivered to your room. Once you're finished, go back to Carol's Jarvis and make sure he knows what happened. Take the credit if you like.
Let's get this over with.
One more thing, Agent. Darth Jadis pays increasing attention to your work. He will reward success or failure appropriately, and I will not intervene. Report back after you've destroyed the mine and inform Carols of the results. Keep her out.
Cartel representative identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Gas leak detected. Activating ventilation system. Lockdown in place until ventilation complete. Recalling all mining and security droids.
You'll get the gory details after I report to Nemro. Figure you can wait that long?
Looks like I'll have to. But you don't get...
Blade, nice you decided to come by, but I was just telling Carols I can't stay. I know you understand.
That girl's a handful. But she's good at what she does, I'll give her that.
She's a hot little number too, don't you think?
I try not to notice. I'd rather keep all my parts attached. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. But those explosions in the rust yards, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Farthra's mines won't cause you any more trouble.
I thought you might have something to do with it. Good work, Blade. Good work. I like a person who takes initiative. With Farthra's mines broke down, we can increase production. Farthra will want revenge, of course, but we'll be ready. Look, I have something for you. You'll like it. I'll send it to your room. You done good work for us. You deserve more than credits. Which reminds me, how long are you staying on Hutta?
Not much longer, if everything goes right.
Well, if you're still around in a few weeks, I'd like you to meet my sons. They'll be home from their trading expedition. I think you'd get along. Think about it is all I'm saying. Now get going. I'm sure you have other business to take care of.
Come on, Luti, we don't have time to waste here. Too late. Hey there, you must be the Blade.
You want to explain why you're in my room?
Well, we were paid pretty well, for starters. Luti here was installing a listening device before you interrupted. Someone wanted to know what you were up to, but I guess that plan's off now.
You've made a mistake. You don't know who you're up against.
See? And here I thought you were the Red Blade. Now get your guns out, folks.
I understand Nemro Shvash gas production is back on schedule, Agent. Excellent work. Keep it up and Darth Jadis may loosen his grip on operations. However, I'm afraid unforeseen circumstances have caused a problem.
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
3 days ago, Carol's Jarvis' sons encountered a Sith apprentice in Imperial space. A dispute broke out. One son died and the other was crippled. When Carlos hears that a Sith slaughtered his child, his sympathy for the Empire will evaporate. We can no longer use him to get to Nemro.
This is an intelligence project. Sith shouldn't be interfering in our work.
The Sith do what they will. We don't control them and we don't pass judgment on them. That doesn't mean they're right, or that we obey them without question, but we phrase those questions carefully. We bide our time. Now, I have a plan to solve our present dilemma, but first we need Carol's out of the way.
You're asking me to kill Carol's?
It's unfortunate, but it's the only way to proceed. I'm sending you an interference program on a computer spike. Go to Carol's suites in the palace. Activate the spike to black out his security monitors. You'll be able to eliminate Carol's and his bodyguards without being seen. When Nemero's people investigate, they'll recognize the jamming program as Republic technology.
So we frame the Republic for the murder of Carol's Jarvis. Why?
One step at a time, Agent. Tothalish, Nemero's Twi'lek advisor, already expect Father to seek revenge for the destruction of his mines. Our job is to show that the Republic helped Father kill Carol's. Once Carol's is gone, speak to Tothalish about his suspicions. As Carol's friend, you'll promise to do whatever it takes to find the assassins.
Is that right? How am I going to find the real killer?
For now, get to Carol's suites and use the computer spike. We'll discuss more once Carol's is eliminated and Tothalish's suspicions have been aroused. Keep her out.
What's going on here? You thought you'd just go and switch sides? Damn you!
Carol's, you can survive this, but we have to work together.
You're offering me mercy? Oh, your timing's bad. I could use a fight right now. I just got word that my boys are dead, Blade. Some Imperial piece of filth killed them for refusing to bow and scrape.
You're wrong. One is dead, but the other's only crippled.
How could you know that? How? I get it. Kill one, take the other hostage. Just make sure Carol's Jarvis cooperates, right? You slime. What is it you want from me?
I want you to go search for your son and leave your life here behind.
My son's health in exchange for everything I have, huh? I've made better bargains. I'll go. Not a word to Nemero. With what you've done in here, they'll probably think I was disintegrated.
Good luck, Carol's. Be safe.
Don't think you can ruin me and talk like we're buddies. Goodbye, Blade.
Piti do tenyago kakajojo, da biska ku paliya.
Chiliska chanagawani chicos pa inikudade. Luchaki chawa, choto ke kwanga joska.
Chakita huta. Kunta chuta. Kasuyali kulira. Kanki kung.
Yeah, it's great seeing you too.
Choski nawi yuchusu. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka. Piti do tenyago kakajojo. Da biska ku paliya.
I didn't help Carol's for free. Are you gonna pay me for my time?
O kakiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia. Pliska taka. Yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta. Yinga kijita. Nimni tanuv. Alelo kwekuta. Kunta chuta. Kasuyali kulira. Kanki kung. O kakiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
I'll look into it. Might take some time.
Patoga wata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
So, this is where you've been hiding. Nice. Is the blood on the floor fresh, or did that come with the room?
Just what I've always wanted. A pretty girl waiting for me at home.
Nice. But that's not why I'm here. Not this time, anyway. You've been all over town racking up quite a body count. And I know what you did to Carol's. You're after something bigger than Emerald. I'm not sure what, and I'm not sure why. But I want in on it.
Fine. I'm sure we can work something out.
I knew we could get along. So where do we start?
Allow me to respond to that.
What's this now?
We know who you are, Khalil Janus, and we are willing to offer you a deal. I am Keeper. I represent Imperial Intelligence, as does my operative. We are aware of your activities on Ratatak, Ord Mantell, and Brental 4, as well as your affiliations. Your skills could prove useful, and we are willing to offer you a place in our ranks. You would become a very well-paid servant of the Empire.
I've heard worse propositions. What do you think, Agent? You want me on your side?
I don't see why not. Sounds like fun to me.
I was looking to trade up anyway. And I'm guessing I can ride you a ways before you break. Count me in. But call me a servant of the Empire again, and I'll bust your face.
Charming. We'll discuss the details later. As for you, Agent, Tarthalion is convinced that Fathra the Hutt is a major threat to business. Well done. Now we must bring Tarthalion proof that Fathra has support from the Republic. The first step is to obtain a holodisc from Fathra's palace. The disc contains holo recordings of all Fathra's dealings. The Hutt is too paranoid for his own good. You'll have to break into his archives to get it.
It'll mean lifting security codes off the palace overseers. Like you said, paranoid Hutt.
Noted. Once you reach the archives, use this computer spike on the holodisc. It will be altered to show Fathra meeting with Republic officers. Then bring the forgery to Tarthalion.
All this just to gain the allegiance of a thug like Nemro.
It's an inglorious business, isn't it? With Tarthalion convinced that his enemies are allied with the Galactic Republic, have no doubt. He will turn to us for help. We are in the endgame. Elia will accompany you on this mission and will act under your command.
Last time I went to Fathra's palace, I had so many adrenals in my system I was coming down for a week. This should be entertaining.
Malam biamgim, hamgam nea be kabraka. Manala yang perlo, amka kalami naya kira nubua.
Hello, Non. What brings you down here? Fathra finally ordered you to check out the shooting?
Nulilak apa jam kamgram, amka nem nang nemua inuk. Kali ruma, mereka baka lebik ruma.
I like that about you, Non. You only bet on a sure thing.
Jamgam nukara. Kam namgam gek arega naya.
I take it you two know each other.
Non wanted me for himself when I got to Hutta. He couldn't afford me.
Laporam amka, mamni nigag, nagnaya mamni, gambram.
While we're making promises, I'll try not to step on your corpse.
Naya memgem kaligam, gegwa nam karek naya memak.
I knew coming here would be a good time. That's it then. Better hope your boss knows how to make a convincing forgery. Of course. There's going to be a bloodbath once Nemro and Tarthalion see what's on the disc.
How do you know what's on the holodisc?
All I know is what your keeper told us. But I'm not stupid. If that disc really names all of Fathra's business partners, it probably identifies half the people in Jaguna. Merchants, gangsters, debtors, the usual scum. When Nemro gets a hold of it, he'll want revenge on anyone who dared to go to Fathra behind his back. There'll be bodies clogging the gutters for weeks.
What are you up to, Khalil? I wouldn't think you'd care what Nemro does.
I don't, but I thought you might. If you're feeling queasy, you could always erase the extra data and scratch up the disk. Make it look like only the doctored recording miraculously survived the damage. So, we deliver Keeper's forgery without the real data. Nemro doesn't get his revenge spree. The risk is that Tofflegen figures out you erased the good stuff.
So erasing the data is risky. I thought you enjoyed a little risk.
Who says I don't? I'll do the damage. We'll see how far we can take this con. Now let's get that thing to Tofflegen and see what happens. Hello, Tofflegen. The Red Blade claims to have something to show you.
Manchi do ti puna puna. Kabok nuni slemo. Mokili mo clunky. Nik mi chawa welmo.
You better be paying well, Tofflezen. I went through a lot to get this disc.
Chobot I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Pliska taka, yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta.
Nakma noya choski nawi kuchuzu, yo mata chitoya. Kapakanga, chisa bijawongi chikadoko.
Looks like I should have gone to work for Fothra.
Chiholo kuta, jumpa di kafsu, onere. Va fapaji, wanda umpa, muira pampabura.
Imache, churon chica jiliska chanaga.
Jiliska tananga ime chaicho, ronchika.
I don't need a Hutt's gratitude.
Gushu choskronki do patslemo. Dobata jimoa tusawa, mikuna posta morulia.
Jipawa doloda numa.
The deed is done, Agent. Nemro is already contacting Imperial embassies looking to establish relations. He'll be eating out of our hands within the month. In the short term, our chemical and stimulant stockpiles will nearly double. In the long term, we're a step closer to bringing all of Hutta under Imperial control. I'll make my full report to Darth Jadis shortly. I expect he'll be very pleased with our work.
You mean my work? I had to cozy up to the Hutt. I'm the one who got results.
Don't overestimate your importance. This operation required the attention of dozens of men. You didn't do it alone. Your mission is now complete. There's a shuttle waiting for you in Jakuna. It will take you to Drummond Cast. Once you've arrived on planet, report to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters in the Citadel. I'll debrief you there.
Don't make me jump through bureaucratic rings.
If you want another assignment, you will follow orders. Khalil, you will also report to Drummond Cast. I assume Nemro won't be surprised by your sudden disappearance.
He'll be hurt, but no one will be surprised that I left with the blade.
And he's certainly not the first employer you've walked out on. In any case, I'll expect to see both of you soon.
It's about time I got out of this swamp.
I'll try to find a planet more to your liking next time. Report to the shuttle as soon as possible. Keep her out.
Atrodonomales, smogas total gispava apiatai.
How bad is very bad?
Tatos irderes. Vataranai angomis akananoam, alas protas era.
You're right. This is bad.
Smalsio poputus mana ira padare mananan kali. Atrodonomales, smogas total gispava apiatai.
This is your fault, Jeeg. It was your job to handle this.
Kaip mano te vas no. Gratai aptikte, irukrit vertini savasia sa vebe kaijis.
So, you're the one who killed my men. The pretender who wants to be the Blade.
You must be the pirate who's too scared to use his name.
I'm the Red Blade, you worm. The real Red Blade. And you've got one chance to explain yourself before I burn a hole through your head.
Hard to explain myself to a dead man.
You're a piece of work, but you're not leaving here alive.
This ain't your party. Take this, ugly.
Damn you, Pretender.